Welcome back, sunshines! If you clicked on this video, I think you're a good person because you're actually looking to be better and have healthier habits. Congrats! A lot of people tell me that they are doing a lot of healthy things and good things for themselves, but they still cannot really stack to habits and don't really know how they should actually really put it into their routine to be really persistent and healthy. So today I'm gonna give you a lot of my healthy habits that really kind of changed my life, I would say. Sometimes they can sound like normal or things that everybody knows and does, but actually most of the time we don't, and we just don't want to assume it for ourselves. What I'm also going to tell you is how you can stick to some habits, because sometimes, of course, we have habits to have that we don't really like to do, and still we have to do them, and we know that when we are done with them, that it will be a great moment and that everything will be fine. For example, cleaning for some people, and I will just tell you how to motivate you to actually do them and how to de-dramatize when you are done. Stung by a mosquito here and here and also in my back. What have I done to his family? First thing you're gonna do is that you will reflect on everything you have to do. Sometimes there are a lot of things that actually go together, and sometimes we don't really want to do everything. Like I said, maybe eating something good, but then you have the cleaning part and blah blah blah. The first point is stacking habits. You have to pair good habits together to make sure that you make them all. For example, I know that when I get up, first thing I do, I open my window, then I go to the bathroom, go pee, do my morning skincare, whatever, and this time my bed is open. And so I know that when I get back to my room to dress or whatever before leaving, I have to do my bed and close my window. And that's something I just paired together. Also, I did that for sports too. You can go watch my video about how to actually get motivated to do sports and really stick to it, where I also said that you can build up your routine to be sure that you make them all. For example, when I'm getting motivated to go to the gym or to do my sports at home, I'm always kind of building up a routine around it, putting music on and dancing on it, or looking in the mirror and I don't know, like doing crazy faces, dancing around to look if my outfit is kind of okay for me, because sometimes I think about an outfit and then I'm like, isn't what I really wanted. So I just kind of like double check before. And after the gym, most people also have kind of routines like going home directly to the shower and then taking a smoothie or whatever. So you can just stack good habits together and you will see that you'll actually do everything, because you will memorize all these habits into one. Like the one doesn't goes without the other, and you will stick to it. Most people don't want to hear this, but morning matters. You can use a triple S routine, that is sunlight, sip, and self-reflect. It is really important to self-reflect before starting the day. I know we can do that also in the evening, but it's not really the same, because sometimes when you wake up, you just have another feeling that you had the night before. Even if the night before you had a really good feeling about the upcoming day, sometimes you just wake up and you're like, I don't know, I'm not in a good mood, or I didn't sleep well, or my body is like not really ready to what I thought I will do and whatever. And also the thing I always have as someone with ADHD that always wants to get everything done as fast as possible is that when I'm really self-reflecting in the evening, I just cannot wait to be in the morning to do a lot of things. But if I do that in the morning, actually I can already begin, and so I can sleep better, because I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna think about all of this tomorrow, of course, if it's possible, because we cannot just shut up our minds. I know I'm not that dumb, but still, if you really self-reflect in the morning, you will notice a lot of things, and you will also know what courage you will actually have today to get all of these things done. That sunlight is evident, I don't really have to explain that. And sip, because of course your body didn't have water in like hours, so just go up and drink something. Stacking habits. When I wake up, I take my compliments and my medicine always with a sip of water or with a full glass of water, so that I know, okay, when I wake up I have to do all of this, and then I'm drinking so I don't, like, I'm not forgetting anything. Next point, hydrate. As I said, your body didn't have any sip of water in like ages, and you will see that you will miss a lot of things if you're not drinking enough. Your skin will not be good, your body will not feel good, you will be hungry all the time because yes, did you ever try it out? And I don't say this as kind of a diet, whatever, no, but sometimes I really notice that I think that I'm really hungry and actually I'm just drinking a glass of water and I'm like, oh, actually I wasn't that hungry and you don't even need it. So just hydrate. Your brain will actually work better and everything will be easier. And also you will give your body the strength to go through the day. Just moving your body. I'm not saying that you should do workouts every day and for hours and hours. I'm not doing it either, so you don't need to. You don't have to, I swear. Sometimes it just is important if you do a few stretching exercises for like 5 to 15 minutes in the morning or in the evening or whenever you have time, but still it is really important. I always notice this because last weekend, for the first time in a long time, I was kind of like lazy because I was not in a good mood. If I crawl back in my bed after I woke up, my day will be kind of ruined. And of course, you can get motivated at some point, but really, you have to admit, if you go back to your bed and just say like, oh, just 5 more minutes, or just start watching TV and putting yourself into a blanket and whatever, you will just do nothing for hours, or you will not want to do things for hours. It's the same thing that if you're scrolling on your phone, you will just scroll and scroll and scroll and be like, oh, I should stop, and then close TikTok or whatever, and then just open it 5 minutes after and be like, oh, I should close it, and you know what I mean? If I could give you an advice, it is really to move your body in the morning. I know that some people are just like not morning persons, but still, if you're moving a little bit, you will see that your body will thank you so much. In the morning, I always try to do a little bit, even if it's just like my good habits with doing my bed and whatever, but really moving. And I really notice the difference because if I'm not doing this, sometimes on weekends or whatever, because I think I have more time, then you really realize, okay, my body is not willing to move all day long, kind of, because this morning I didn't start that way. What you're doing in the first hour of the day really matters. It will kind of set your brain for the whole day. So what you have to do in the first hour is what you actually want to do the rest of your day. And I don't say if you want like to not go to work, you're going to scroll on your phone. No, that's not what I'm saying, of course. But you will really notice that if you're going on your phone and you're not really moving, you will just want to do that. And unconsciously, you will always take your phone, take your computer, and you will just do it again, 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 again. But if you wake up, you stand up, you do things, your body will just move. If you're tired, you will go earlier to bed, and that's a good thing. So just try it out. Question you can ever say is, what if my price to motivate me is actually just a healthy me? Think about it. Then it is really important to tidy up your space. I don't talk about really sorting everything out every day because I know how it is. I know I moved a lot of times and I went on different travels and whatever. So I know that sometimes just for weeks you have some things that are kind of like unpacked, or that you just don't know where to put, or you have a lot of laundry out there that you didn't have time to put in your closet. I don't mean that. I really mean, for example, do your bed in the morning, have the kitchen clean, like really places where you really have to do something, either to work, to cook, or to get some rest. It is actually important to relate to the mood of the room. I know that if I'm going to my bedroom and my bed is not done and everything is messy, I will of course sleep at some point because I will be tired, but I will not be able to really calm down. If I'm going to the kitchen and I really want to cook something great, I will do it also, but it will not be as satisfying as if the kitchen was really well clean. If you struggle with procrastination or other things, you can also set inexistent deadlines. You don't have to be too harsh on yourself, but sometimes you can just say, okay, I have to get this done before this time, and if I'm not, I'm losing whatever treat I wanted to give myself, or just put some deadlines. Sleep equals no phone. Don't ever, ever, ever put your phone into your bed when you're going to sleep. First of all, my really brilliant tip would be to have lights on every time you are on your phone. I had a lot of problems to get to sleep when I was younger. It lasted for, I think, 8 to 10 years, so really a long time. I had a lot of insomnias. I was waking up all the time, and now I don't really have that anymore. And also, like, I don't struggle that much anymore to actually fall asleep, and not for the same reasons. Like, I really notice the difference between it is the phone or it is just my thoughts. Like, it's really not the same thing. I'm doing this since a few years, and I really notice when I'm over to some friends and I cannot put a little light on when I'm on my phone before sleeping, I just cannot really fall asleep because I don't know, like the blue light just boom. So really let your lights on until you're putting your phone away before sleeping. Also, the other thing is when you wake up in the morning, don't take your phone as the first thing ever. Try to have another natural light. I don't know if it's sunlight, if you don't have it, a candle, or even like a yellowish colored lamp. But really, don't ever go to your phone first. It will just ruin your brain. Instead of being in continuously FOMO, try out JOMO. Not fear of missing out, but joy of missing out. Sometimes it can be harsh because you were not invited or you cannot go somewhere, but still try to think in another way. If I'm not going there, I can work out at home or work out somewhere. I can read a book more. I can go to bed earlier and then wake up earlier. I can do my homework properly. I can learn in advance. So don't forget that most of the times, the biggest things we have FOMO for are actually not so good things. It is mostly what happens to young people when they're like not invited to a party or something, and you think, yes, but however it went, I would have loved to be there because I'm young and I wanted like to enjoy it. But really think about it. Most people get drunk and talk about other people's lives, maybe even you, and maybe even about the people that are there but not in the same room. They are doing things that can actually hurt them and harm them. This is something you can totally miss. A habit to have is also to go on solo dates. I know that can sound kind of strange, but really going out to some dates with yourself, by yourself, only with yourself, is sometimes the best thing you can do to yourself. There are things that are already good if you're, I don't know, reading at home and doing things at home alone, but sometimes we also need to go out alone. You can either go shopping, go drink a coffee, go to the movies, but you will really notice how good it is sometimes. Also, you can observe other people and have your own thoughts. The good thing about this is you can think whatever you want to and still you're not kind of like bitching with someone, because sometimes we are talking to someone about somebody else and we kind of want to do that in a fun way, so we automatically are kind of bitching about someone that we didn't even want it to. So that is a good thing too. The last thing would be have a relaxing routine daily. Talking about doing masks every day. I'm not talking about taking a bath every day. I'm not talking about all of these things that take a lot of time. I know what it is to not have time, to have a lot of things to do, to have some stress, but you have to have your 5 minutes a day at least. Remember, self-care is not only skincare. So I really like, of course, is having my 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes every day when I'm going to the bathroom before bed. So I'm doing my skincare, washing my face, doing my skincare, going to the shower, brushing my teeth, and I just feel clean, cute, and ready to go to bed, ready to completely relax and let go of everything. But also in the mornings, I really try to take my time every morning, and I really try to eat my breakfast with a book beside me and not with my phone, so I can actually enjoy this little relaxing time. And I really notice the difference when I have it and when I don't. The last habit that belongs to it is you should rest, but not like rest by watching movies, watching TikToks. You should actually rest. You can take quick naps. I'm not talking about 4 hours naps. No, 20 to 40 minutes can really be enough. Like really a power nap. You can rest by doing a face mask and lay on the couch, or by looking out the window. You can take a quick walk and that will actually also be resting. You will notice it in your brain, believe me. Not because your mind is occupied by watching something and not really thinking about something, and your body is not doing anything, that you are resting. So guys, this is already the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon!